Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, whoa, why is that maxing out? What the hell is going on here? Sorry, I guess you didn't hear my intro, or any of that, but pause it if you want to read it. Hello, guys, welcome to the Boss King Returns YouTube channel. We're going to be doing an Ace Attorney Let's Play, third attempt, and this time it's live, so you can see all the technical fuck-ups. Like my mic not recording my voice. Oh well. It happens. Anyways, August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, my nurse. Right? Why do I make her sound like that? Right? Oh, hi, Chief. Oh, I'm glad you made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everybody takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. It's actually because I am a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before you took this case? Isn't that highly illegal for Mr. Wright? Yes, and yes. Please don't tell the judge about this. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him. I just want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him, you know? I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh, it's all over! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna jump off the building! Nobody try and stop me! One of the bailiffs comes over. Hey, we're gonna... Can you please take control of your fucking client? Don't worry about it, buddy. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. How you doing, buddy? Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her, Nick. I just can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death. Newspaper says, it was you! I believe it. My name is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. I fucking hate this guy. I don't know why I hang out with him. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Well, except for that one time... But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And that I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick. I just want to make sure everything's fixed. Audio-wise. Yeah, the audio's fixed. Good. Yes. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Wait, your last name is Butts? We have fun here.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is, ready, Your, Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to assess your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading, knees weak, arms sweaty, mom spaghetti. Wait, what? Why am I thinking this now? The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Mia Fey. The defendant is, Mia Fey.
Wrong, Wright. Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm, expecting a delivery.
Come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there?
Right. Listen, the defendant is the one on trial. Your client. I mean, that's about as basic as you can get.
I put my foot in my mouth one more. I put my foot in my mouth and it. And at this time, I've got to relax. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case, Mr. Larry Butts. Defendant, well, that's, Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me the victim's name.
Whew,
I know this one. Thank God I read the cover, the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait. No way. Dear God. I'm a total blank here.
Phoenix. Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name.
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed on the court record. Just touch the court record button anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Let's hear your answer, Mr. Wright. What is the victim's name in this case? Mia Fey, of course! Mia Fey?
What? How can I be the victim?
Oh, right, sorry. I was, first name that popped in my head, and
the court record button, right? Use it, please.
Let me ask this once again. Let's hear your answer. Who was the victim's name in this case? Cinder Block. No, Sydney Stone. The victim's name was Sydney Stone, Your Honor. Correct. Now tell me, What was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object over the head. Struck once by a blunt object, of course, Your Honor. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel like it, that's for sure. Well then. First question. For the prosecution. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. What could you explain? Would you explain to the court what this object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found on the floor next to the victim. I see. But I see. You can add it to the court record now. Please stop with the shit, or I will fucking murder you. Okay, Your Honor. Okay, I gotta stop. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Thank you, you told me like 6 times, Mia. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, to the stand. Chief? What do I do now? Pay attention. Pay attention, Wright. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim recently dumped you? Hey! Watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were like Romeo and Juliet! You're Patrick and Mark Anthony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped! She just wasn't taking my phone calls! Seeing me! Ever! What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, that's usually what is generally described when I say dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just recently returned from overseas with them the day of the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe you. A word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport has been added to evidence. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Mr. Payne, you will refrain from doing that or I will beat you to death with my gavel. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Dude. We could clearly see the kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question, do you? Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see? Stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. This question is irrelevant to the case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? She was a cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Pain!
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I'm gonna try and stop him from answering again. I'll send him a signal. I like a dog! Well, you see, it was like, I don't remember.
You, don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment on that day.
Well, that simplifies the matter. Who is your witness?
The man who's found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery.
Pain!
Okay. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Payne!
Sorry, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, the witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Frank Sawit? That's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
I don't see your point, Your Honor.
Oh, whatever.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling newspaper subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately, however the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, there was a blackout at the time of the murder. There was a blackout.
Oh, wait.
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during blackouts?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally.
The phone that
Frank Sawit used was one of them. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
A blackout record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor.
Oh, alright, this is it. This is the real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
What lies? He was lying?
Your Honor, your client is innocent, right? And the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. You hold the key. Is it in it the evidence? Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there somewhere. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Touch the court record button to point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay.
Cross-examination. Bring it on, fuckface.
I was going door to door selling newspaper subscriptions. Must have been in a hurry. Okay, what the hell is the contradiction here again? Oh wait, no, I remember the contradiction now. Strange, I looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Called the police immediately. I was on the phone in their apartment, wasn't working. To a nearby park. The time exactly was 1 p.m. Present.
Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. Are you sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I don't believe that. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report.
The autopsy report notes that the time of death was sometime after 4.
There was, no body, no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour time gap?
This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time!
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. Eyes always forget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of the discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a taped video of our program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. I'm terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, Your Honor. I see. You heard the video on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination of the witness. Right? You know what to do.
I've got this one. Because this is very obvious.
The first turnabout is very fucking easy. I think it's once again the last thing. The voice saying it's probably coming from the television. Did I present it here?
Objection! Hold it right there, fuckface. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Ugh. You couldn't have heard the television. Or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I found it quite puzzling myself, honestly. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It's, must have been a shock finding the body is all.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Bring it on, fuckface.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it.
Defendant may cross-examine the witness. Gladly.
I didn't hear the time I saw it. You saw it, huh?
Objection! Wait just a goddamn minute. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Ah! You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are, anyways? Just answer the damn question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw there was okay. It was a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness has stated, this is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it out and set the time. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony? Yes! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The only way he could have known that the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he'd never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew this was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You went inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I'll prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the courtroom. Interesting. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite the impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
Alright, what's the meaning of this? Is that all? This is all baseless conjecture?
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? Look, the clock, I heard it. I mean, I saw it. Bro, did you really just throw your fucking toupee at me?
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
I hate you! It was him, I tell you! Him! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There's no shred of evidence supporting the claim.
Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor? You claim the sound of the witness came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? This whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely from this clock. A fact which is simple if you examine the clock. Try sounding the clock. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock here and now in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, as you can tell... Mr. Payne, can you tell me what is the time now?
It's, 11:25.
Ah! As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sawit and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing, Bob? Oh, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know that it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Can't prove that now, can you? You don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it. So close. Mr. Wright. Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all this way down here to testify, and you look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Gah, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. I mean, Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But it doesn't mean that you still can't win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Can you think of the reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I actually can. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it, and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was only 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? Have you found your evidence to support this claim? Of course! There is one piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a shadow of a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off, Wright. Let's see this evidence that proves the clock was running slow. The victim's passport. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order! Order in my courtroom, I say! Well, that turned out different than we all expected it, didn't it, Mr. Payne? Mr. Payne, your client? Well, he was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. So thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. let the confetti fly! Woo! Okay. And with that, the court is adjourned. Turns out that Mr. Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Mary went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw would let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching the place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 2. Ooh, still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Well, thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Thank you.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
Never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, I can only imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad, very bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my little Cindy Wendy, she's gone forever, man.
Larry, she was... whatever.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes. You and I... Yes. You. I can practically see it now. See the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent.
Thanks. We really owe you. I won't forget this. We'll celebrate dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off. I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, here, take this. It's a present.
Present?
A present? For me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clockwork. I made this one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yum, Nick. Can you believe it? And I was so into that chick. And she was playing me for a fool. Did I just make you just want to cry?
Larry.
Are you really so sure?
Squeeze me!
I think she thought quite highly of you, in her own way.
Ma, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about you?
Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Obviously, she was talking about my attorneys, but no. It's a statue. Take that. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that you weren't just some chump to her. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get the clock? This is the clock that you made for her, Larry. She took it with you. She took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock. That's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel at least a little bit better.
Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner on me? And by dinner on me, I mean I'm going to put the dinner on my boobs, and you will eat them, and you will eat it off of them.
Wow, that's interesting.
We'll drink. We'll drink a toast to the innocent butts.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry.
You were saying that part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part of it at least.
Let's tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me, unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. So that was the first Turnabout. I don't know. It's a decent case. Save. We'll save. I'm not gonna start this next trial. I don't know if the game's gonna force me to start it, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, okay. Well, thanks everybody for watching this first live stream. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to do that for you guys. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and goodbye.